He is now in stay mode, so he should be staying. No, don't eat my mammoth! What are you doing? No, stay! Do not eat my mammoth! No, mammoth, run, mammoth, be free! Go. No! I'm sorry, that had to be done. Hey guys, what's up? This is BossHog from GoldenSwordsINC, and I'm here with Professor Pig. How you doing, bud? I'm here doing a new Minecraft mod showcase for the 1.7.10 Fossils and Archeology mod. It's a revival, and so it's been out for a while, but the first mod creator kind of stopped working on it, and so somebody revived it and put some new stuff in here, and it's a really cool mod, and I thought I'd show you guys what's up. Professor Pig, I don't know what he's doing. He's going to do paperwork, okay. But the first thing that you're going to need for fossils, obviously, is, well, fossils. So the way you get fossils is permafrost or fossils, and I'll show you the fossils in a little bit. But permafrost is a very special thing because the only way you can find permafrost is underground, it's not like in any above ground areas, but they're like cold spots. And the reason why there's a bunch of dirt here is because if you leave permafrost up in the up above ground or on the surface, it'll actually turn into dirt because it's not cold enough. So what you need to do is when you get down, it'll be like a really cold area. Use a pickaxe. I think you can use a pickaxe. Maybe you can just use your hand, I think. And sometimes when you get drops out of the permafrost, I'll show you guys all the drops in a minute. But there you go. That was all the permafrost we had in there because the rest turned to dirt. But these are some of the drops that you can get from these. So as you can see, I got the frozen meat, which does +7 attack damage, so it's a really good weapon. And also you can use the frozen meat to actually get some DNA for some dinosaurs, or actually mammals, come out of this. So then you have Fern Seeds, which I didn't get any. You've got a skull, which is this guy right here, and also looks like this in your inventory. Very nice. And then you also can have a chance of getting a book and also some bones. So I'm going to put all these up here, and I'll show you guys how you can get stuff from the frozen meat in a little bit. But first, we're going to go to the fossils. And what you have to do with the fossils, you can't break these by hand because they're like stone. So all you can do is just break them with a pickaxe, and you'll get random things out of them. So as you guys can see, so far I've gotten cobblestone, biofossils, relic scraps, and I also got some more bones. But these are all of the drops that you can get from the fossils, starting with the one you can find most often, and the one you can find least often is at the end. So what you can find, I believe it's about somewhere around 50% of every one of these, you have a chance of getting a bone, and then I believe it drops down to like 20 something for the, actually it's, I don't remember, but you have like a less chance than a bone to get biofossils and relic scraps. Biofossils are really cool because what you can do with these biofossils, if you want to display like a skeleton of a dinosaur, all you have to do is take a biofossil and right click on the ground with it, and it'll come up with a dinosaur. And look at this guy, he is very awesome looking. I love the model for this skeleton. And then if you want to pick him up and actually use him to get a dinosaur, you can hit him and it'll drop the biofossil, and it's random every time. So as you can see now, we have now got a Plesiosaur. Pick it up again. I had a T-Rex at one point, I remember. That is a Compsognathus. Some of these dinosaur names I can't really pronounce. And then there is the Dino. I don't know how to say that. I'm just gonna pick them up. All right. So anyway, and then the next thing you could get, like the relic scraps, you have to actually fix them, and then you could get relics, and then they're like paintings on the wall. But then you can get skulls, like in the permafrost over there, and then you can get broken ancient helmets, broken ancient swords, which are the more rare items you can get out of fossils. And then the scarab gems are extremely rare. It's a 0.1% that you can get out of these fossils. And I'm going to go break the rest of these, and I will see you guys when I get done with that, because I'm going to see if I can actually get a scarab gem out of these. And if I can, I'd be very impressed, because we had to get those ones donated to us. So I will be right back when I get all these mined up. See you in a bit. Alright Alright guys, so I mined up every one of the fossils, and I don't know how many were there, but all I got was, I didn't even come close. I didn't get a broken ancient helmet, a broken ancient sword, or a scarab gem. So I'm going to take the ancient sword, the ancient helmet, and I'm also going to take these 2 scarab gems we have. And so I will, I'll show you guys the blocks next, which are actually really, really important to this mod because it helps you to make your own Dinosaur Dna. And I'll show you guys all those after. Oh, Professor Pig, you're being very rude today. Jeez. But the first thing that you can make is called a sifter, and all you need is, it looks like a boot shape of wood on the 2 sides, 1 in the top center, iron bars below that, 1 string in the bottom center, and then 2 string on the top left and top right. And you'll get a sifter. And what you can do with this is you can take sand or gravel, and I believe there's a couple other ones, but sand and gravel are the 2 main ones that I'd use. And it's a very rare chance that you'd get anything out of these, but you put it in here, and as you can see, it's kind of filling up this bar, and once it fills up, you'll have a chance of getting some items out of it. Now, if you want to know what the items it would drop, you're going to have to go to the wiki and find that out, because I don't quite remember what all can come out of this. I think a couple biofossils can come out of them, but you get fern seeds for the most part. And I'll show you guys what happens to these later when we are up there looking at some dinosaurs and hatching them out. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the actual Dinopedia. And so what you need is some dinosaur DNA and a book, and you'll get the Dinopedia. And this is what you use to communicate with your dinosaurs. So I'm going to put all this stuff up there because the scarab gems are actually very important. So the culture vat is the next one we're going to look at, and this is a very, very cool piece. You need 2 pieces of glass on the top left, top right, and then the middle left, middle right. And then you need 3 iron on the bottom, 1 water bucket in the center, and 1 cactus green on the top center. And you will get the culture vat, which is this green guy right here. So what you do is you get, once you get some DNA from the analyzer, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, obviously. And I'll show you how to use all these items as well, like I did with the sifter. But what you can do with the culture vat is you can take dinosaur DNA and then some like raw beef or some, I believe eggs are another one. There's like raw pork and raw beef and then raw eggs. And it'll, once you put the DNA in here, it'll take a piece of your raw beef and it'll fill up this little green bar. And it kind of looks like a smelter, but it takes a very long time. And it does have a chance to fail, which I'll show you guys that. And so as you guys can see, we got some sand back. So I'm going to put that sand back in there. So then, the next thing we are going to look at is the Archaeology Workbench. And all you need is a crafting table and a piece of paper on top of it to make the... You're very rude today. Stop it. What has gotten into you? Jeez. But what you need to do with the Archaeology Workbench is take relic scraps. It doesn't have to be a stack or anything. And this is where you actually fix the broken ancient helmet and broken ancient sword. So you put these in here, and as you guys can see, it took one of the relic scraps and put it in here, and this is like a furnace as well. So it uses the relic scraps to try and fix it. So after this is all done, it's going to put out a new sword for us. And as you guys can see, the top icon has kind of changed a little bit too. So the next thing we're going to look at is the analyzer. And what you need for this is 2 iron, kind of like a boot-shaped pattern of iron, a relic scrap, and then a biofossil. And you will get the analyzer. And what you do with the analyzer is you put your biofossils and also your frozen meat in there. I'm going to put the frozen meat in first. And I put this down here because before I had a stat going, but I deleted it out so I could show you guys what's going on with this. So it took one of the frozen meat and it put it down here. And as you guys can see, we got a terror bird DNA. And this is how you get all the DNA. Now, it doesn't always have a chance to drop DNA. As you guys can see, oh, we got another DNA out of it. That's kind of surprising. But after this is all done, the biofossil actually does not always put out DNA anyway. So as you guys can see, the meat put out dodo DNA, quagga DNA, and also terror bird DNA. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this in the culture vat. So the quagga is like an ancient horse. So this is how you change, and you can do this with mammal DNA, which is the blue ones, and then you can also do it with dinosaur DNA, which is the yellow ones. So what you do is you just take it and you put it in your culture vat. This will turn green, as I said, and then this will start filling up. Like I said, it does take a while. So as you guys can see, biofossil made some bone meal, and it also made a Nautilus DNA. So it's made quite a bit of bone meal. As you guys can see, we also got sand from it. So while this is going, and I'm going to show you guys some of the DNAs, or all of the DNAs you can get. Don't expect me to pronounce the dinosaur DNA, because I'm not going to do that. It just takes way too long, and I'm not smart enough to figure out the names. So some of the DNA you can get for the mammals is Mammoth DNA, Dodo DNA, as you guys saw, Quagga DNA, also that you saw, Terror Bird, like you saw, Smilodon, which is a saber-toothed tiger, and I always call this the Rhino DNA because it does look like a rhino when you get it. And there's a special way that you use these to get them in real life, or to get them in your game. And so with the dinosaur DNA, what you do is you put it in the culture vat, and it will make an egg. But with the mammal DNA, what you do is you get it and you put it in it puts it in a syringe, and then you inject it into either a cow, a chicken, or a pig, and also a horse, which is what you have to do for the quagga because it's like an ancient horse. But it doesn't like take away your cow or your pig or anything. It actually it's kind of weird to say this in Minecraft, but it actually impregnates it with the DNA, and so you can use the Dinopedia to check on the progress, but then it will have like a baby, whatever it's going to have. Be careful of the Smilodon, because I believe it eats cows, and pigs, and chickens. It eats whatever it wants. And so if you guys are really into dinosaurs, you can get some really cool ones, like a Brachiosaurus. That's always a fan favorite. They're awesome. So all of this has gone through, and as you guys can see, we got an Ankylosaurus DNA, a Gallimimus, I think. We got that DNA. And also the culture vat is at 50%. Now you have to be very, very careful with the culture vat because it has a chance of destroying itself or failing to cultivate the DNA when you actually use it. So if it fails, it'll put out a Failurosaurus and it'll turn into like a water block, and it'll also give you back your DNA when the DNA that it destroyed. So I believe the Archaeology Workbench is done with the Ancient Sword, and it does give us the Ancient Sword, which is +6 attack damage, so it's about as good as an Iron Sword, I believe. Also is a little bit better than Diamond Pickaxe to attack with. So this is a really cool addition to it because it's got like broken helmets, broken swords. I'm going to put that in there. As you guys can see, it's fixing it up. So we're going to need, we're going to go actually up to the surface, and I'm going to show you guys what happens when you try and or how you can hatch your own dinosaurs. But as you guys can see, you just put the DNA in the culture vat with some meat, and it will turn into either an egg with the dinosaurs or a syringe with the mammals. And I will go up and I will show you guys what some of the eggs looks like, and we are going to do like fan favorites kind of. So I believe the ones that I chose to look at are the Stegosaurus, very rude, the Plesiosaur, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Triceratops, and I believe there was one more, the Brachiosaurus, which is a very cool looking dinosaur. So it's almost done. I'm going to actually wait a second and show you guys what this looks like when it's all done. Yep, there we go. Quagga embryo. So it's not like it's not a egg, but it looks like a syringe with a horse head next to it. And so we're going to go up to the surface and test out some eggs and syringes before the Golden Swords Inc. Associates get really mad at me because I was supposed to have these dinosaurs ready for their new theme park that they are coming out with, which I'll show you guys when it is done. And I think I got to help with that as well, or me and DJ, because we got to use the roller coaster mod. So I'm going to help out with that. And I will see you guys when we get up to the surface. Alright guys, so this is where we're going to be testing out the embryo and also the dinosaur eggs. So I have those in here along with some other stuff. So some of the other stuff you're going to need to help your dinosaurs grow and expand their knowledge is essence of chicken. And so how you make that is you take a bucket and put some raw chicken in it. You get raw chicken soup. Then you smelt it in a furnace and you get cooked chicken soup. And then what you do is you take 8 glass bottles, surround it in a crafting table, and you get essence of chicken. So I'm going to need to grab a ton of these. I'm going to put these up there. So I'm going to grab all of these, put those up there. I'm going to keep the steak, but I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to put all this stuff that I don't need up here. So I need the Dinopedia and also this. Also, we have all of the eggs. So this is what the eggs will look like once you put them through the culture vat. So Brachiosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Plesiosaur, and also the Stegosaurus. So we also need the syringes, which are the Quagga, the Smilodon, the Mammoth, and the Rhino. Remember, I'm not calling them by their original names. So it's actually getting dark out now, which is a very big problem, because dinosaur eggs need to be warm to grow. And so, unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn it to day. But as you guys can see, I'm going to put the Brachiosaurus down in here. As you guys can see, it turns into a regular egg. You can push it like a normal mob. What you can do is you can right-click on it with the Dinopedia, and it'll tell you Brachiosaurus status cold because it's nighttime, and it won't grow in the nighttime. But its progress is 0 out of 100. So that progress bar will go up as time goes on and as it gets warmer. So we're going to put the Tyrannosaurus Rex in here. Obviously, it's going to still be cold and 0 out of 100 progress. Stegosaurus can go in here. We'll put the Triceratops in here. We're going to need to put the, some of the dinosaurs have special needs. So this one, if you put it out on like dry land, it says cold and also progress is 0. But also it's a water creature, so you got to take it up and you could right click on it. Once you put an egg down, you can right click it and it'll put it in your inventory. But be very careful with that because it will, it'll kind of, it'll get rid of all the progress that you made. So I'm going to turn it to, actually, no, I'm not. Alright, so, and then we're going to put the Ankylosaurus in here. So these dinosaurs can actually get very, very big. So I'm going to show you guys how to use the Mammal Dna now. So the quagga can only be put into horses, unfortunately. So right-click on it with right-click on a horse with it, and it'll impregnate it with it. And so it'll tell you embryo in is the quagga. So you can use one animal to kind of make all the mammals you want. So it says 5 out of 100, and as time goes on, it will go up. So we'll put the Rhino DNA in this cow, the Smilodon in this cow, and we'll also put the Mammoth in this cow. So as you guys, so as time goes on, these guys will grow, or will have the baby you just put into it. So the Mammoth, the Smilodon, the Rhino, or the quagga. So I'm going to do /time set day. And as the day goes on, it'll tell you warm, cold. It'll switch back and forth if it turns to morning. And then once it goes to warm, the progress bar will start going up. So all these guys should hatch about the same time. And the only bad thing is some of these are herbivores. Some of these are obviously carnivores. So what you need to do is, it's status cold. I thought this one needed to grow in the water. I guess not. So we are going to actually, I gotta cover this up. So I'll be right back. I gotta get food for these guys as well when they grow up. So I will be right back in a second. Alright guys, so I got the, a lot of these herbivores actually eat apples, and some of them eat like cookies and stuff. It'll tell you when they're all grown up, right click on that with that. Brachiosaurus status warm, 52%. So these guys should be actually kind of close to growing up. Why does that one stop? Oh, it hasn't stopped. Okay, so the mammals actually do kind of go slow, unfortunately. That one's faster, and that one's a 63 specifically because it's I put that one in first. But this is the plesiosaur. I guess it grows up on land. I thought it was a water dinosaur. But as you guys can see, that it'll tell you like statuses. And now I will tell you guys, I'm actually going to show you some of the stuff you can make. So as I showed you before, the skull stick is one skull and one stick, and you put it on top of each other. And this is called a drum. And this is kind of a way to control all of your dinosaurs at once. So what you need is an upside down helmet pattern in wood. You need 1 piece of redstone in the middle and 3 leather on top, and you will get the drum. And so this sounds really cool. So you can right click on it. You can also, there's also 3 things you can right click on it. I'll show you guys what happens when you right click with the skull stick later, but you can right click on it with a stick, and everything that is controlled by a stick will listen. Right click on it with a bone, and everything that's controlled with the bone. Oh, there we go. Oh no, the Brachiosaurus has got out of the pen. You can also I'm feeding him as of right now. It tells you a dinosaur egg is hatched. So all of these dinosaurs have now hatched, except for the plesiosaur. This is, oh look, he just had the horse. He just had the little horse. Get out of the way, 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 big horse. Look at him, he's awesome. I like this design of horse. I think it's a really cool idea. They can't jump, unfortunately, but you can ride them with a saddle. I want to know how close this cow is to being done with a rhino. So he's at 80%, specifically because I didn't get in there quick enough or do that quick enough. So he's at 90%, so it must fluctuate between what animals you're doing, because he's still at 68%. But this is the Brachiosaur. Why? Oh yeah, look at him. Look at this. I love this plesiosaur. He looks really cool. Alright, so what you can do with these dinosaurs, once they have hatched, you're kind of big for a little dinosaur. This one's a green. There's different variants of dinosaurs, depending on where you hatch them at, like what biomes. So I'm going to use this Brachiosaur, right-click on him with a Dinopedia that says owner. If you stayed close enough to him while he was hatching, then it'll tell you what who the owner is, so you'll be the owner if you stay close enough to him. You can order him around with a stick, so right click on him with a stick and you can tell him stay, follow, or free to move. So I'm going to have you, you can actually free move. But these guys will grow ginormous. These Brachiosaurus can get huge. And also, you right click on it, down here it'll tell you what kind of food they can eat. So as you guys saw, I was feeding him with apples earlier, like this. I'm going to actually get you off of the side here. Come on. Come on. Alright, fine, whatever. Just feel free to dance then. So I'll right click on the Tyrannosaur and it'll say owner, this BossHog. Skull stick is how I can order him around. 0 days is how old they are. This is how much health they have if you don't have like damage indicators. And also all the food. So you can feed him with any kind of meat. But it won't work, unfortunately, for some reason. So I'm going to... Oh, the Rhino got out of the pen. You're kind of in the way here, sir. Elasmorodon. You can't really do anything with these ones, unfortunately. So I can't really get him in the pen either. He's kind of stuck. So you're just going to have to stand there. So as you guys can see, the Stegosaurus, I believe... get out of the way! Goodness, you're annoying. This is obviously not one of my favorites. So this is the Stegosaurus. It'll tell you like what you can feed him with. You can't feed him with apples, but you can feed him with like wheat and sugar and like carrots and stuff. This guy can eat apples. Triceratops. You're very odd looking. You're a bit homely. I'm sorry, but this one is a water creature, so obviously it's going to need raw fish, cooked fish, and all of these. I can order him around with an empty shell, which you can get from one of the other mobs. And then this is the Ankylosaur. And he can eat all this stuff, and obviously he doesn't have an owner. You can't tame him, I don't think. Oh yes, you can. Okay, so now he's tamed to me. But you can't ride him until you can't ride some of these until they're older. But this is the baby Rhino. This little guy is amazing. I love this thing. So if you guys stay close enough, you can actually tame the Smilodon when he comes out. And so you can right click on him with a cat. He acts kind of like a dog, actually, which is really cool. So I'm going to have him follow me around for a little bit. Oh, the Brachiosaur got out. Oh, that's not good. Oh, but look at this little guy. Look at the mammoth. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's got a little tuft of hair. He's got the little mammoth face. Now you need to be very careful with what dinosaurs you have around what animals, because some of these guys will actually eat each other. I don't know where that Smilodon is going. Oh, there we go. So he will teleport. Like I said, he's like a dog. He'll teleport to you and everything. But we're going to go feed the Brachiosaur, which I need to get him kind of away from the fence because he grows to be humongous. But he also eats like flowers and stuff. So if you have a problem with flowers and you want to get rid of them, I'm actually gonna bring him. I actually want to bring him over to the park. So I'm going to probably need a lead, but I'm just gonna kind of push him there until now. So as you can see, this little guy is kind of running around. If he's hungry and he goes and he sees flowers, he will go and get them. So as you can see, I'm right clicking on him with this. And he is just growing up like crazy. So you will go through these essence of chicken very fast, but this guy will grow very big. And I believe this guy, when he's all done, will end up with over 100 health. I believe it's like 101, something like that. So if you just hold down right click when you have essence of chicken on him, he will start growing very, very big. And he's almost done. And it'll tell you in the corner when he's all done growing, it has no more effect. Please do not kill yourself. I believe he's hungry. Oh yeah, he is. So I will feed him some of this stuff, and as you guys can see, he is healing up. So he's full, so I can't fill him to full health. But as you guys can see, all of this stuff is actually a really, really cool way to get dinosaurs in there. You can sit down. Oh my gosh, you are amazing! Look at you, you're so tall. But baby Quagga, you can see how many hearts it has. This has 33 hearts. Wow, that's crazy. So I'm going to feed my little Ankylosaur here, and also give it some more apples. This one, I believe I need to feed him with fish. I don't know. I thought he had to be in water, but you can also ride some of these guys, and you also need another item which I have not included. I forgot. Look at this little guy. Oh, you're so cute. Look at you. Look at your little face. Oh, cow, you got out. But it doesn't matter because these guys don't actually consider them like parents. And if you get enough, you can actually breed them, which is amazing. This is my baby T-Rex. He's pretty cool. I'm going to name him T. So I'm going to feed him some essence of chicken. It has no effect. Why? But you can order him around with a skull stick. So if you want to order around your dinosaur, and every time it says order, that's what you can use to order him around. So I'm going to get him to follow me. So follow me, little T-Rex. I think he teleports to me if I get too far away. Yes, he does. There he is. Look at him. He's so cute. Look. You're such a cutie. Alright, so, I believe I'm going to show you guys one thing that, so the drum. You can, right-click on it with the drum, and, now the T-Rex is in free to move mode. He is now in stay mode, so he should be staying. No, don't eat my mammoth! What are you doing? No, stay. Do not eat my mammoth. No, mammoth, run, mammoth, be free. Go. No! I'm sorry, that had to be done. He killed my baby mammoth. That is like my favorite mob in this game. At least the little ones are. The one thing that you can do is right-click on these, and these dinosaurs obviously spawn in with red eyes, and he's going to go and try and eat all my dinosaurs. Oh, he just ate the cow. But anyway, so there's something you must never ever do with the drum, and I will show you guys this once I break all these fences out and get this guy out of here. Because, oh, Ankylosaur, I know you're hungry. I'm just going to come feed you real quick then. Alright, so you can keep feeding them until it says that they are full. But one thing you must never ever do with this drum is click on it with the skull stick, and I will show you why. Left click it. So ordering T-Rex breakfast, once you hit it like that, they will start coming after you, and I don't know. Whoa, he just ate my quagga and oh no, he just ate the horse. So as you guys can see, if I get close to them, they will attack me. Ow, like that. So one thing you can do, if you do this, and your T-Rexes start attacking you, is you can actually try and kill them, there's a special thing, once it gets past 12 health, or 6 health, the dinosaur will actually lay down. And so what you need to do, and this is why the Scarab Gems are so important, you can right-click on him with the Scarab Gem, and he will turn into a gigantic, friendly T-Rex. And so as you guys can see, his eyes have changed to a white color, just like the baby one did. But I can also do this with the Scarab. Actually, there's another use for the Scarab Gem as well, and you can use it to make Scarab Weapons. You can either take a gold axe and a Scarab Gem, or a diamond axe and a Scarab Gem. You can make a Scarab axe. You can do this with everything that, every diamond or golden tool. So I'm going to, Scarab can't afford such strong energy. So you have to get them down really low, and then right click on them with it, and there you go. Now they are both my friendly dinosaurs. And so I am going to get you can actually ride these guys with another item, which I, for some reason, forgot to grab, with a whip. And how you make this is like a fishing pole, but with a string on the top instead of what is it called? Stick. So you can actually ride quite a few of them, and they will tell you if they're rideable or not. When they're older, you can't ride the little baby ones, obviously. But if it says rideable, you can take a whip, and you can right-click on them with it, and you can actually ride them and control them. And so now this one actually moves quite slow. The Brachiosaurus is very slow, but very amazing. Look at it. He's tall as DJ's house. I think he's about the same size as mine. But the Brachiosaur will eat like leaves off of trees, as they would in nature. So all you got to do for the T-Rex is right-click on him, and you should be able to ride him. And so as you guys can see, I am now riding a T-Rex. But I can't really go anywhere because he's stuck in a stupid pen. But these guys are actually some of the fastest mobs you can ride around. The Stegosaurus, I'm not quite sure if you can. I've never actually grown up a Stegosaurus, so I'm going to grow up all of these dinosaurs. So he is not rideable, unfortunately. He is down to 100, which is unfortunate. So what does he need? He needs like carrots. And so if you have these guys, they're actually really cheap to feed, which is nice. So we're going to feed him up. Only a little bit, actually. I'm going to get some fish, because I want to see this guy. And also, they all have, like, specific sounds and stuff. Triceratops sounds like one of the monsters from from Star Wars, which is kind of weird. But, I'm going to right-click it. Whoa! He just got really big really fast. I think this one's going to get ginormous. I don't know how big he's going to get. Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's just absolutely humongous. I'm going to feed him some fish, and it'll make the same noise. So he's actually rideable as well. So right click on him, and he's actually kind of fast. But I believe, I think you can get this guy in the water. I might just spawn one of these guys in, just to show you guys if it's water monster. Oh, I forgot we don't have the ocean anymore. Oh, there's one thing. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to show you guys, and it actually has to do with the villagers. So I believe I had some villagers in here earlier. I don't know where they had all went. I think they are all in the church. Maybe it's Sunday night or something. Okay, so there's only 2 of you in here. Where are the rest of them? Maybe they're all at the bar. No, they're not in the bar. Okay. He looks like an adventurer. Right there he is. Okay, there's 2 of them in here. So this is the archaeology villager. So what he trades for is things in this mod, obviously. So 14 emeralds for 24 esses of chicken. That's very expensive, sir. I'm very disappointed in you. Where'd the other one go? The other one probably had a little bit better trade. Man, you can see that Brachiosaurus from here. He's huge. But I think I'll just leave it at that. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this mod. So if you like dinosaurs, if you like that Brachiosaur, I mean look at him, he just looks majestic. And also this Plesiosaur, I mean he just looks amazing. But if you guys like this mod, then definitely leave a like on the video. And if you have a mod that you'd like to suggest to Golden Swords Inc. for a mod showcase, then definitely put it in the comments below. And we will get to it as soon as we can. We've been a little bit busy. I've been getting back to my regular schedule, so I have not had a lot of time to record mod showcases. So this is going to be the first one of hopefully many that comes out soon. So if you guys like this video, then definitely leave a like and subscribe to Golden Swords Inc. From me, DJ Heartline 3, Professor Pig, and Harley Who, and everybody else that works at Golden Swords Inc. along with this cow. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye!